Hi everyone, I'm here to talk to you about our state mandate to wear masks during this pandemic of COVID-19. Did you know to this day that COVID's source or origin is still unknown? Alright, let's get down to what we're going to talk about. So, our state, the state of Wisconsin, Tony Evers set out a mandate stating that masks were required to be worn inside buildings, public places, and in large group settings. The only problem with that is that businesses can choose if they want to enforce this rule. What that says for us is you can go in the store and wear a mask, you can go in the store and not wear a mask. It's not all stores, but it is some stores. Now, the thing that we're going to talk about is first what COVID is and how to get it. Let's get some background on it. So that on the CDC's website, COVID-19 can be passed through water droplets from a cough or a sneeze. They also said that you can be infected from surfaces because it can stay on surfaces up to 3 days. So it is important to wear a mask because it reduces the risk of you getting it. The major way of getting COVID is through perspiration of coughing, sneezing, and then inhaling it, or it getting in your mouth or in your nose. Now, there has been talk to simply bring it from a state level to a federal level. This would mean that every company is required to enforce the mask rule. What would that mean for us? That would mean that everyone would have to wear a mask no matter what in a group setting and in public places. What this can do is slow down the virus spreading. The data kept at the Center of Disease and Control, or the CDC, for COVID-19 says that there are 7 different strains. Right now we are dealing with one of the strains, and they say it is the most contagious. It is also a major problem because corona is just like the flu. You can get it randomly, you get it through the air, you can get it from another person. Why does this matter? We have the basic background of COVID. Now that we understand what I'm talking about, let's use what we learned to better improve our knowledge on the topic. So, if we refer to figure 2 in my outline, it shows us that coughing and sneezing, this is a better diagram to break down what can actually happen through the coronavirus. So the particles from sneezing and coughing get spread into the air, and it can be inhaled or it can land in your mouth or nose. Now, this tells us that we are getting closer to the climax of this disease or virus. Why is this urgent? The Wisconsin Department of Public Health tells us that there's a large increase in the United States compared to other countries. Almost 40% more people get infected in the United States than other countries. Why is it that the United States is behind on this curve? The American Public Health Association told us that a person with the virus not wearing a mask and their surrounding peers are, you only have a 30% chance of getting it. That's reducing your chance of getting the virus by a lot. Now imagine if everyone was wearing a mask. The statistic says that only 10% of the virus is spread when both the host of the virus and the peers around them are wearing a mask. There's only a 10% chance of you getting it. So here's our solution. If we refer to figure 1, it shows us 3 different types of masks. And it shows us that when you wear a mask, it protects you, but also when you're wearing a mask, it protects others if you have it. It's a great reference to tell us which mask works perfect and which other masks don't work as good. Oklahoma State Department of Health told us that the mask mandate should be enforced higher because masks reduce our chance of getting it, right? Like we said. So how do we do this? So, as a president, they have the power to enact a bill. So there's been talks of a bill called the mandatory mask mandate for the United States people. We passed this law. Basically, it's saying everyone wears a mask. What will this do for us? This will make it where we reduce the spread of COVID. That later leads to be less people infected, gets us closer to a cure. Not so much a cure, but a vaccination. And then when the vaccination is dispersed, then we can work on not wearing masks as often. Once everyone gets the vaccination, then it'll be just like the flu, and it just happens periodically. I say the coronavirus is sweeping through our country by force, and the only way to stop it is through this mask mandate. The problem with the mandate that's out right now is that it's giving the companies a choice if they want to enforce it. Let's not give them the choice. I think to wrap this up, you should think about all of the things I have presented to you. And it shows that we'll see a decrease in COVID, and you should see what the positives to the federal mask mandate are and really think about it. Thank you for your time.